3, 2, 1, go!
You are now tapped into the greatest unlocking level. Hosted by CL the Source.
This is episode 6. Every day is Thanksgiving. Please like, share, and subscribe. Now, let's go unlock some levels, y'all.
What up, y'all? Welcome back to Unlocking Levels. It's your boy CL the Source, and you back on the couch with your boy. Thank you once again for tapping in to another episode. Yo, I'm just trying to fine-tune everything, come to a place where I feel I can give you guys the best quality content. And so far, it's been the couch. Sometimes you might see me out and about like you did last episode, where I was out at Limcaco Beach Park, just kind of catching the vibes and just giving y'all that real deal Holyfield, just coming straight from the source talk, you know what I mean? But this week, got a lot more direction included in this episode. What you're going to get in this episode is a lot of talk about gratitude, especially with the holidays coming up and things of that nature. This is being recorded on November 21st, Monday, just a few days shy of Thanksgiving. And, I've been very contemplative lately in regards to the power of gratitude. You've heard me talk about it before. It's something I'm going to always come back to at some point, because it's just such a powerful gift that you can give yourself. You know what I'm saying? Gratitude is so important. And when you feel like you don't have enough, or when you feel like things are just all out of whack, gratitude is a very, very powerful anchor that you can kind of come back to get yourself into a high vibrational state. So, with Thanksgiving coming up, the spirit of that holiday in particular is all about giving thanks. You know what I'm saying? Being grateful, spending that time with your loved ones and things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? And it's a very special time for a lot of people, for sure, and understandably so. People travel great lengths to be with their loved ones, to eat a delicious meal and just spend some valuable time together, especially because life moves so fast sometimes. It's really hard to kind of get that time to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's not as common to be able to have that time to be able to spend with one another. So with that being said, my whole point with this whole episode, I'm going to drill it down plenty of times throughout the course of this episode, is, don't wait till November 24th to be thankful. Don't wait. You know what I'm saying? If you've already worked on cultivating an inner sense of gratitude and attitude of gratitude, every day is Thanksgiving. You ain't got to wait till November 24th to celebrate that. You know what I'm saying? I get it. It's a holiday, and, you're going to be around the dinner table with family and, this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, you got to take into consideration that any moment that you have in this life, let alone whether it's with your family or your loved ones or whatever the case may be, we shouldn't take it for granted. There's always something to be grateful for in this life. I know that life ain't perfect. Life can be very challenging. Life can be very difficult, and people struggle with that stuff. I myself have struggled in the past, and I still at times do, but just with a greater sense of self-awareness, I'm able to kind of pick myself up a little faster and just kind of recognize when my energy is getting affected by whatever's going on. Now, just to bring it back to what we're talking about, especially with Thanksgiving, I think that it's very important to celebrate that and live that spirit of giving thanks and just being jolly and, being grateful for the blessings, the abundance that you're tapped into, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if you're doing the inner work and you understand the power of gratitude, you understand that it's such a necessary ingredient in your own self-development, because when things get difficult, as I mentioned, gratitude is a great anchor to kind of come back to. I promise you, no matter how difficult life can get, there's always, always, always something to be grateful for, even if it's the smallest things that we take for granted. I've said it multiple times in multiple different episodes. One of my practices every day is to write in my journal or if not, write in my journal about what I'm grateful for, to at least think about it in my mind before I get my day going and before I close my eyes at night. In my mind, I always just find something to be grateful for. For instance, you know, when it's cold and you're about to go to bed and you might have had a shitty day, whatever the case may be, it's important to just lay there for a couple of minutes, couple moments, whatever the case may be, however long you can afford to before you actually drift away to sleep, and just sit there and be thankful for something. When it's cold outside, be thankful that you got that blanket. Be thankful that you got a roof over your head. Be thankful that you got a heater if you got a heater. You know what I'm saying? Just find something to be thankful. Be thankful that you got clothes on your back, right? Simple things that we tend to take for granted, right? And, you know, when you start to practice that more and more, you're able to really kind of tap into that power, and you understand what it can do for your whole energy. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll shift your whole vibe. Um, it'll get you back to a relaxed state. It'll get you to a state of peace and ease. You know what I'm saying? Because I know life can get tough sometimes. That's for sure. We none of us are exempt from going through some of the adversities in life. You know what I'm saying? Some more than the other. Some more than most of us. But you know, we all go through difficult times, and everybody struggles. They struggle. So gratitude is something that's super powerful to come back to. And you know, I do a lot of uh just scrolling through the internet, you know what I'm saying? And I'm finding a lot of videos of just like people just doing things out in the public, right? For instance, there's a couple of people I've seen do this, where they'll just do like a social experiment of some sort, and they'll ask people for money, like, "Hey, can you pay for my lunch? Hey, can you spare $1?" And they'll get like a ton of no's. People will be like, nah, I ain't got no money, I ain't got no money, blah blah blah. I've even seen this one guy go off on the dude for asking him, like, "Man, I'd rather burn my money than give you this money." And the dude was like, "Wow, what the hell?" And then a homeless person of all people heard that and went up to the dude that was asking for money and offered her only dollar that she had in her cup. And she said, "Here, you need some money? I got you." And he was just like, "Oh, no way. Wow. Wow, that's crazy." And turns out the point of the video, what he was trying to do with the social experiment was to the first person that was able to give whatever they can give, whether it be pay for his lunch or, you know, give him a dollar that he was asking for, he was going to bless them back with like $100. And that's what he did for this homeless person. Now, the point of me bringing up this story simply is because, you know, even a person that seemingly has so much more less than we have, right? Um, is willing to give, is willing to be kind, is willing to share, even if she's in the most direst of circumstances where she don't know where she gonna get her money. And you know, her attitude was just amazing. She was just like, "God blesses me every day." And she's a homeless person, mind you. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that struck me. That really moved me because, like, it don't matter who you are, where you're at. We all human beings. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what you got. We all human beings. And when you lose that kindness gene, it it, it it's not really the best for you as a person. It's part of identity. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I just firmly believe in, you know, the energy you put out is the energy you're gonna receive. You know what I'm saying? And if you like that dude that was just kind of like, "I'd rather burn that money than give you this money," I mean, I don't know. I mean, just the laws of the universe say that, you know, at some point he's gonna pay for those remarks. You know, I ain't wishing bad on nobody. It's just reality that I really believe in karma. Just the way you put way you put yourself out there is what you're gonna get in return. And I believe that because I live that. You know what I'm saying? Like, the more and more good that I do with my energy, and I choose to do with my energy, the more good I get in return. Now you might be asking, what does this have anything to do with gratitude and Thanksgiving? I mean, I think it has everything to do with it because giving is literally what keeps the whole cycle of being able to have abundance um going. You know what I'm saying? Like, when we're sitting there thankful, it's because we either earned something and it was given to us, or people just have been kind to us. I mean, like, fortunately for a lot of us, we had parents to help take care of us and guide us and, bless us as we learned our own ways to kind of carry ourselves throughout life. You know what I'm saying? So, there was a lot given to us, you know what I'm saying? Whether we want to admit that or not. And, you know, without that, we wouldn't have anything to really be grateful for, you know what I'm saying? And look, there's people out there that have even tougher situations that didn't have households, right? And they, even certain scenarios like that, the ones that I'm painting right now, like they have things that were given to them too. You know what I'm saying? It may not be the most, right? Like they may not be as close to blessed as other people in terms of what they have and what they own. But man, they've been blessed to be able to, have people look out for them when they needed it. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, everybody's situational. There's some situations out there for some people that are just too far off to even talk about. You know what I'm saying? And I just wish them well. But I know that if they tapped into the power of gratitude, that they could turn their life around too if they really wanted to. But that's another key right there. You gotta want to. You gotta want to change. And a lot of people are not willing to give up their old life to kind of change their life. And to each their own. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's gonna do their thing, but especially out here in America, we got so many different resources that we could tap into to help us when we're at rock bottom. You know what I'm saying? So, um, going back to what we're talking about with Thanksgiving and everything like that, you know what I'm saying? Don't wait till November 24th. It's now November 21st. I mean, I've been practicing gratitude every single day. And what that's done for not only myself in terms of like my soul and how I feel about myself, but what it's done for my relationships and how much that's helped strengthen and create healthier relationships within my life. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been able to kind of lean into just this attitude of gratitude, you know what I'm saying? And just understanding like, things ain't always going to be peachy and whatever you want to call it, but there's always something to be grateful for, you know what I'm saying? And even if you simply got love in your life, that's all you really need. I know that sounds corny as fuck. They really do. Like they say you got to have more than love and all that shit. But honestly, when you come in from a loving place, I really believe that things always work out for those people. You know what I'm saying? So bringing it back to Thanksgiving once again, I really feel that um, it's a great holiday. Don't get me wrong, it's an amazing holiday. You know what I'm saying? So is Christmas, right? So is New Year's, all this stuff, right? It's a great time of the year where people just seem to be nicer and more jollier and upbeat and giving and kind. But man, practice that throughout the whole year. You know what I'm saying? Don't wait till the holidays to do that shit. Be nice, be a good person, be kind. You know what I'm saying? Lead with love. You know what I'm saying? It's not that hard to do, but we lose track of that in just the hustle and bustle of life. But it's something that's very important to come back to. You know what I'm saying? Just being kind, being thankful, being grateful. You know what I'm saying? And also on the flip side of that, understand that just because you got it good doesn't mean that everybody during this time of the year is having the best time of their lives. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of people out there that are really, really struggling. And this time of the year tends to bring that out for people. You know what I'm saying? And I really believe that even now is the most important time to make sure that we're kind and just doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? And just leading with love and just trying to put good energy out there. You know what I'm saying? So, that's really my message to y'all for this one, because with the holidays coming up, you know what I'm saying? Like it's easy to lose sight of a lot of things that matter too. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it's important to be with your family and your friends and celebrate and, you know, um, share some good food and, be present with one another. But let's also just remember, like, let's carry this vibe out through the rest of the year. You know what I'm saying? Let's carry this vibe out as much as we can every single day. You know what I'm saying? Every day may not be an easy day, but you can always find a way to be kind. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what other people are going through. You never know. You know what I'm saying? So when you keep that in mind, it becomes a little bit more easier to kind of manage situations where people really test you. I get tested a lot and I don't always pass, but I know that when I'm leading with love and I remind myself and I bring myself back to that center, I really just remind myself like, yo, okay, this is a moment maybe where I can exert some understanding, exert some compassion, exert some kindness, exert some patience. And if not, just evacuate. Just it is what it is. Just, you know what I'm saying? Like find space and, you know, vacate the premises because it ain't worth you losing your peace over that shit. So even with that being said, like even if you do that, just do your best at some point to just realize like, oh man, whatever somebody else does has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them. A lot of people are going through wars in their own mind out there, you know what I'm saying? And just trying to figure things out, you know, as we all are. I'm trying to figure things out every single day. I had a realization before I recorded this podcast actually that, you know, maybe I come off like I figured everything out, but I really haven't. But I could sit here confidently and tell you guys that I'm figuring things out. And as I figure things out, I'm enjoying this process and I'm learning more every day. And I don't know what I don't know, but at the same time, I'm always open to what I don't know, you know. And I think that's a major key in your own self development is just understanding that you don't know it all, but also being open to what you don't know. And you just got to have that mindset, that the attitude to be able to absorb and to learn and to grow and to accept things as the way they are. And, you know, understand that every situation brings the seed of learning something. You know what I'm saying? There's always something to learn from every situation. Always. No matter how crazy the situation may be, there's always something to learn. So, you know, that ties in with what we're talking about just because when you're thinking about gratitude and cultivating that attitude of gratitude within yourself, that's a huge part of your self-development. If you are on this path to, you know, just bettering yourself and trying to make a better way for yourself and understand life on a deeper level, then, you know, don't skip the chapter on gratitude. Gratitude is extremely important. It's something that I practice every single day. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer to kind of raise that vibrational state because I've been practicing it for so long. But I promise you, if you just kind of get yourself to a place of stillness and you literally just put yourself in that on that frequency of just gratitude and appreciation and you know, thankfulness, man, in due time, your spirits will be raised up higher. You know what I'm saying? And you'll be able to kind of move about your day with a greater energy about you and a greater presence about you because, you know, 99% of the time, the shit that we go through, well, I don't know about 99%. I don't want to like throw out some crazy ass numbers out there, but I say a lot of the time, the shit that we go through that we fret about, we fuss about, it's not nearly as big as we make it to be in our own mind. And, you know, having that gratitude as an anchor, as I mentioned, it really can just kind of give you a nice little reset when you need it. It doesn't always happen like that fast in a snap of fingers, like I said, but sometimes when you're able to kind of give yourself that time, that space, the gift of being able to just sit there, breathe, you know, not distract yourself and find something to truly be grateful for and sit in that moment, inevitably you're going to calm yourself down and you're going to get yourself back to a solid baseline to where you can be a little bit more at ease and you can move about with that energy. And I think honestly, if more people did that, this world wouldn't be as frenzied and chaotic. But hey, it is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be. And I'm just sharing what works for me, y'all. That's what I always do over here on Unlocking Levels, man. So with that being said, I'm gonna leave you there with another just kind of gift to help you unlock more levels of potential within yourself. And if you love this podcast, man, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel, follow on all platforms. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up on Instagram if you got any questions or if you had any comments about this episode, or if there's anything that you liked about it, anything, whatever type of feedback, I'm seriously all open to it. And I'm gonna just throw this out there. If you know somebody that wants to be a guest on this podcast, where we can just have a real genuine conversation, a real great conversation where we can learn from each other, share some things that have been working for us to help the audience, to help other people, please send them my way. And if you can't, maybe you're that person too. You know what I'm saying? I'd love to talk to you as well. So if you're on the other end of this, receiving this, please understand, like, yo, I'm down to talk to anybody for real. I'm trying to build connections with everybody. I got love for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to understand everybody. I'm trying to always lead with love, like I talk about. And yeah, man, it's just all about evolution and growth in this life, and we just trying to do our best every single day. And that's what unlocking levels is all about, y'all. And with that being said, man, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode. It's your boy CL the Source, your friendly neighborhood hope dealer signing off. Peace and love, y'all.